Mike Owens with Inside Fighting, joined today by a victorious Reinier De Ridder, who's coming off one of the biggest wins of his career against Robert Whittaker last Saturday. Reinier, great to sit down and chat again. How are your emotions after such a big victory?
I'm feeling good. Recovering a little bit the last couple of days. It's nice to be home. Spend some time with the kids, relaxing, soaking it all in. That's fine. Kind of it. Yeah.
As a guy who's been a champion a double champion, excuse me, in a major MMA organization, where does beating Robert Whittaker rank in terms of your favorite or the biggest wins of your career?
It's the biggest one definitely. It was very cool to be in Abu Dhabi in such a stadium there at the Etihad. Um, Being on enormous billboards next to J Lo and all the good stuff was very cool. Yeah. 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 It's up there. It's the biggest one, definitely.
I know last time we spoke, I said about fighting on prime time for for the fans in the Netherlands, and you
Yeah.
said if you're not prepared, if they're not prepared to stay up to watch me fight, then fuck them. But I imagine you must have got quite a lot of support, given that you were fighting on a good time for the fans back home.
Yeah, definitely. And they had a lot of watch parties everywhere, so it was very cool to see the videos of that back. And it's getting crazy. It's really blowing up here, so that's very cool as well.
How have you watched the fight back yet? And if so, how do you assess the performance?
Nah, I haven't really dared yet. I need some time. I need some time to let it sink in a bit, let it die down a little bit. Maybe in a couple days. But it wasn't my it wasn't the best performance I've ever had. It would have been nicer to just put him away, choke him out into a second round or something. But on the other hand, it's nice that it's special and it's good that I've really had to dig deep, and I really had to. I really had to keep grinding. I won 4 and 5, the championship rounds. Um, the guy is so fucking tough, man. It's crazy. I hit him with those knees over and over again, and he just took two steps back, and then he kept coming again. He came in with a great game plan. It wasn't easy. It was an honest day of work, Saturday, but I'm happy how it all came together eventually.
I wanted to ask you about that because when we spoke pre-fight, you were saying you have to finish this fight, you have to
Yeah.
put on a statement. Is there a positive to going 5 rounds? Is there certain things that you can show over 25 minutes that you couldn't show subbing him out or not or TKOing him in 1 or 2 rounds?
Yeah, I think so. Because I've been 5 rounds once before with Angla the second time. So it was good to show myself that I can hang for 5 rounds. I can grind for 5 rounds. I have the cardio, I have the mindset, I have the will. So that's all good, it's all fine, but next time I'm just gonna choke a guy out and not make it this hard on myself.
How hurt were you by that overhand in the third round? A lot of people are asking the question online, so I've got to ask you.
Yeah, I think I was pretty hurt, yeah. So at the end of the second, I felt like I was coming on strong. I felt like he was fading a little bit. So then the third round started, and I thought I'm gonna go out right away, put the pressure on him, and I'm gonna see if I can put him away. Then I heard him, and I was like, "I got you, motherfucker!" And I got a little overzealous. I got a bit too happy with myself, and I rushed in. Where in the bow fight, at that exactly the same moment, I took a step back, watched him a little bit, saw what he threw, and then decided on the moment of stepping in. And this time I just rushed in like a moron and walked straight into that right hand, which he threw beautifully, and put me on my ass for a little bit. But I was always there. I remember seeing the punches coming and staying safe from them. So, um, yeah, and that's a good reminder to myself. Don't get too happy with yourself. Don't go too crazy, and like stay more diligent in those moments.
The knees were obviously so key in your last fight against Bo. They were kind of what what got him out of there.
Yeah,
But they were so key in this fight. You almost use your knees like a traditional fighter would use a jab. It feels so key to your
yeah,
striking game.
yeah. It's kind of just evolved through the years, and it is there right now, and it combines very well with grappling as well.
Mm.
So after the knee, I can get to a clinch pretty easily. Um, and I have some more stuff that I use in the gym around it, but I didn't really get to that in this fight as much. So there's some new things you'll see in the next fight, hopefully as well.
I mean, a lot of people were commenting on the size difference between you and Rob first at the weigh-ins, but then in the actual cage, it looked like maybe a welterweight fighting a light heavyweight in some sequences. How key is your size, your frame, your strength to your style?
Yeah, well, my style has adjusted to that over the years. I
Mm,
think it's always at range. Normally, I should be able to hit them, and they shouldn't be able to hit me. But for Rob, the same thing goes. His style is fully developed around his game as well. He's so fucking quick. He bounces in and out so quickly. That's just something I cannot do, and something that he does better than I can ever do. So I think the most important thing is to keep evolving according to what suits you well.
100%. How does it feel to have the number five ranking next to your name now? The rankings will come out this afternoon. How does that feel?
Yeah, yeah, that's nice, but there's only one rank that really counts. So.
I 100%. I have to ask you because I was quite surprised to see a Twitter account, or what I thought was a Twitter account of yours, calling
Yeah.
out Paulo Costa for a fight in MSG this November. But then I see Ali reply saying this is a fake account. So just to clarify, you don't want to fight Paulo Costa in MSG in November.
No, I think it was Paulo Costa himself. I think he was. Uh, he had both accounts going on. I think.
He does say quite a lot of personal things about you, though. It did make sense that you might want to fight. And what is your relationship like to Borrachina?
I don't give a fuck, man. He was here in Breda a little while back when I was here training with the kickboxing guys at Nick Hammers. But he didn't want to come train with me, so I don't know. I don't know much about him. He's a funny dude. It would lead to a nice press conference and a nice build up, but I don't give a fuck what he says. You can call me whatever you want to call me. Call me gay every day of the week. I don't mind. Maybe one day, but at the moment, I don't think he's there. I don't think he's at my level at the moment, to be honest. Though he did do very well in his last fight. He does pretty well against southpaws with the body kick and the straight left hand, straight right hand. So he's all right, but I think he has some work to do first.
Do you have kind of beef or any personal grudges with anybody in the top 15? Is there anybody who you go, me and him, it's a little bit personal?
Not really, to be honest. Like it's for me it goes the other way more likely like if I really admire a guy it'd be
Mm,
like I did with Rob. That'd be a better reason to fight somebody than that I hate somebody like Adesanya. I admire that guy a lot for what he's done in the sport. He still has the best story ever, defeating Pereira in that last fight. The way he fights is so exquisite. Um, that'd be a better reason for me to fight somebody than I hate this guy so much. It's so that's not me.
yeah, 100%. So you come off this massive victory. What is next for you in your mind? Do you wait and see who wins for the middleweight title in the fight in Chicago and just see where the chips lie after that, or are you looking to fight again? What is your plan as you visualize?
Yeah. So at least I need a couple weeks to just kind of recover and get 100% again. I'm gonna travel back to Florida. My kids are gonna go to school there halfway through August. Start school there. So and then I'll be there full time. And meanwhile, that fight is going to happen, Hamzat and Dricus. So I'll definitely wait for what happens there. See what happens, and maybe see what happens with the Kaio Imavov fight as well. Um, yeah, I think for the first time in my UFC career, it's gonna take a little longer than 3 days before I sign the next bout agreement.
I wanted to ask you about that fight in Adesanya Imavov versus Caio Borralho
Yeah,
at UFC Paris. I imagine you'll be watching that fight hoping that it's a 5 round snooze fest and none of the fans want to see either of those guys fight for the title next and you slip into that title shot.
exactly. Or one of the guys wins, but he breaks both his legs or something. That'd be nice. Something like that. Nah, I don't wish that on anybody, but like a fest would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen that Kyle was announced as the backup for the title fight? Which is that was that a position that was offered to you, or did it not work out with timing with your fight?
I don't really know if that's for real because
Oh,
how can he be the backup if he's fighting a couple weeks later? I don't. He's not gonna make weight if he fights a couple weeks later. I don't. I'm not sure what's going on right there. Because he'll fight in September.
yeah. It's 3 weeks after. 3 weeks
Yeah,
after.
3 weeks after. So if he's the backup, he's gonna make weight and then make weight 3 weeks later. I don't believe that.
Hmm.
That'd be the dumbest thing to do. So maybe some more Brazilian nonsense with him and Paulo.
Um, I have to ask you about a potential fight with Dricus Du Plessis, the middleweight champion. After your fight on Saturday, I saw a lot of fans online wanting to see that fight. I saw one comment that stuck out saying that a fight between you and Dricus might be the goofiest fight in UFC history. How do you think a fight between you and Dricus Du Plessis would actually look?
That'd be a good reason to get the championship title shot, right?
Yes.
Because both of you guys are so goofy. Let's see you guys fight. Um, yeah, I think it'd be an awesome fight. He's so hard to predict. Um, I'm not really ready to really give a prediction all the way, but we've had a couple of sparring rounds a couple of years back, and I think it'd be a very cool fight. Yeah.
How long was he in Killcliff for?
Nah, just for a couple weeks, not that
Mm,
long, and
yeah.
I was not in like a training camp. Training camp, I was just like looking around a little bit. Um, but that was really one that I'd like to get one day.
Light rounds, technical rounds, or hard sparring? What were those? What was the time
Not
on the
too
mat like?
crazy, not too
Mm,
crazy. Pretty respectful, just moving around. Yeah.
yeah, 100%. Last question from me. Thank you for your time. How does Reinier De Ridder celebrate such a big victory?
By coming home, kissing his kids, and laying around for a couple of days.
Well deserved. Well earned, my man. Thank you for the time. Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you back in the octagon soon.
Thank you, Michael. Talk to you later.